Well, we'll find out because now we can finally start talking about this match. Cerebral Palsies versus EV or ESC Velocity Alpha Centauri. So, excellent. It is your lucky day because it is Grandma. So for Cerebral Palsies, we've got JT, we've got Faith, and we've got Grandma Punisher. All tier 3 players for this team. That's gone 2-1 so far on the circuit. They lost to H2K week number 1, and then they beat Team Astral 3-1 during week 2 on my stream actually. And then they also played. Last week also on my stream they played Get Off My Lawn and won 3-0. So a slow start, but so far so good for Cerebral Palsies, doing well. This is Division 16 of US East. Those of you who are curious. For Cerebral, they've got 27 goals for. It comes out to 2.45 goals per game. And JT and Grandma Punisher certainly the goal scorers, 1 goal per game and 0.91 goals per game respectively. But all 3 players getting in on the action pretty consistently. I believe this team subs out whenever they lose. That might be this team. They do sub out though, so it's possible that we'll see all 3 players here tonight. Oh wait, this is a 3s match. I think I may have casted them for 2s as well, or I'm thinking of a different team. So this is a 3v3 match, so we will see all 3 of them. You will definitely see Grandma popping off. But on the right-hand side, we've also got Alpha Centauri, who has had a pretty indifferent start to the circuit. They lost to Team Astral 3-0 in week 1, and then beat Blossom Diamond 3-2 in week 2. Put themselves level on circuit, or on the series record. But then last week they got swept by Unionville Longhorns over on Trigger Happy's stream. So if I got to pick who's going to win, I got to go with Cerebral Palsies because they beat Team Astral, and then Alpha Centauri lost to Team Astral. But you never know. Could have just been off. It could have just been like weird timing, or like oh, okay, there we go. Got that lobby info. But yeah, if I had to pick, it's got to be them just going off record, but I do hope that it's a close series all around. Alrighty. Yeah, so let's get into it. The Tier 3 Division 16 matchup between Cerebral Palsies and EV Alpha Centauri. Femboy Hooters, #1 waiter, going for an early air dribble to get us started. It is very close. So, but now Cerebral Palsies trying to break out of their own half. That was Spyentis clearing that downfield. We just saw then Tiger WHT6 and Basic Instinct, the player names for Cerebral Palsies. But Alpha Centauri getting the scoring started. The baby sus, my buddy Eric. These are quite the player names we've got tonight. Oh, Spyentis is a fancy lad. That's a nice hat. I like that. Welcome to the gauntlet. That's good ball in field from Tiger. It's going to be carried out by, there you go, Grandma Punisher. Oh, I think that, oh, okay, I think what happened is that they're backwards. So I'll have to try to switch that up in between games. But Grandma Punisher picking this one. Picking that one up, getting it off the backboard, and their teammate was there but just a little bit too far behind it. Couldn't get the right direction on the shot. Grandma Punisher carrying this one out now. Oh, it's a good 50, but it's still sent wide of the target. Pass infield from Grandma Punisher. It's a bit high, though, and too close to the wall. They're going to keep the ball here in this side, though. The baby pushing it inside. Oh, man, that is... You're going to get some great sentences here in this series because we've got the baby. But Femboy sending it to the infield. It's met by the Cerebral defense, or by the Alpha defense. This is really going to be confusing. But okay, Grandma Punisher scored, but that means Cerebral Palsies is up 2-0. I'm like almost certain. Let's see. Let me double check. Yeah, so Spyantis' team is Alpha Centauri. So yeah, teams got flipped around. I'll fix that in the second game. So Cerebral Palsies up 2-0, looking to go for a third. They're going to keep putting on the pressure on the Centauri defense. Spyantis picking this one up, putting it across. Oh, but it's a miscommunication between the teams. Baby off the backboard. Oh, it's squeezing it to the front post, and Grandma Punisher makes it 3, earning their brace in game number 1. Quick turnaround from Punisher to get to that one, and perfect placement, getting it onto the post, but just at the spot where it can roll inside. So, not even halfway through, Cerebral Palsy's up 3-0. Oh yeah, I know Excel's a huge Grandma fan. Their captain screwed up, was a tier ahead of the rest of the team, then left the org for whatever reason right before she started. The fans are staying positive about it. Oh yeah, for sure. If these players are playing up a division, they're certainly going to learn a lot. I know I did both times that I played up a tier in IGL, so certainly a lot to be gained from it. As long as they've got a good attitude, I'm sure they'll still do fine. They've got one win out of it. That's certainly something. And who knows, maybe they'll get their second one here tonight. That guy won't be getting a Christmas card though. Yeah, that's kind of a shitty thing to do. But it's okay. Oh yeah, plenty of gamer tag changes it seems like, so. Grandma's is like at least recognizable. So they'll have to communicate later on about who's who. But Cerebral Palsy, or I'm sorry, Alpha Centauri still not able to find a way through the Cerebral Palsy's defense just yet. As we get into the last minute and a half of this game, Spyantis pushing that one to the side. Met quickly by Alpha Centauri, by Cerebral Palsies. My, this is confusing. And the baby gonna score off of a pass from Grandma Punisher. Oh, and it was a great bump too. That Alpha defense was coming up, trying to put the pressure on before they could get a flick off. But that bump sent them way too high. And the baby shoots it low. So 4-0 for Cerebral Palsies. And now they're going to make it 5. Grandma Punisher getting their hat trick. Okay, are you guys hearing those Discord notifications? I don't know if you guys can hear those or not. If they are, let me know. You're just like, yeah, IGL put us in the wrong bracket. Oh yeah, the baby's confused. He doesn't know. Oh well. Spyantis sending that one off the backboard. Can they get a follow-up? They cannot. Basic Instinct gonna keep it on this side though. Oh, it's a close one from Tiger. Spyantis tries getting that one as well. Well, Tiger left the last one in the backfield and they can't make contact. Oh, it's a good 50 to get it away from Grandma Punisher. Femboy going up for it in the midfield, pushing it up. Grandma off the sidewall. Oh, it's very close from Grandma. The Spyantis is going to pick up possession now. Going to try to get a carry. They do get it past Femboy, but the baby going to cut on it. Femboy keeping it at midfield and then in favor of the blue, or slightly towards the blue half. It's a good dunk from Basic. Can they get it across? Possibly just get one goal out of this. They cannot. It's gonna fall. And Cerebral Palsies is gonna take it 5-0 in game number 1. Yeah, let's change up these overlays. Oh, you can hear the Discord notifications? Yeah, let me turn that off. Oh, whoops. All right, there's one correct overlay. And there's the other one. And then we'll give Cerebral their little win light. Yeah. Well, nice to see that Alpha Centauri still having a good mindset about it. Grandma punish. Wait, what's happening? They what? We might have to remake this, or maybe not. I don't know. I really have no idea what's going on here. This is a mess. All right, Spantis just wants to keep going, so. Grandma trying to go off the back wall to get it going, but the baby's gonna back pass to Femboy. Gonna take it up onto the ceiling, gets a pinch, but it's gonna fall to Grandma. He's gonna try to carry it out. Spantis putting some good pressure on. Oh, they steal it away from who was that? One of their teammates. Tiger with a nice goal line save off Grandma's shot. We'll see if maybe now that Cerebral Palsies know that they're going against really what should be a tier 4 team, maybe it'll play into their mental game a bit. And Alpha might be able to find some opportunities that they may not have otherwise found, but Grandma going for the air dribble gets bumped into messing it up. It's a save for Basic Instinct. Spencer's trying to get a shot on target, but it's saved by Femboy. Tiger launches it downfield. Grandma already up for it, taps it down. Passed by Entis. There's another player up. Grandma gonna get sorry, that's the baby. He's getting a shot on target. The follow-up is a miss from Grandma. Spyantis trying picking up possession. Still going with it, though. They get a 50 despite getting bumped. And Tiger trying to get in a position to connect with a pass, but didn't happen. Basic sending this one across. Tiger got there a little bit too quick. They would be able to get that one if it had even gone across the face of the goal. This could be an opportunity for Alpha Centauri, and they're going to find it. Basic Instinct getting the first strike. Svantis almost had that one, but the whiff ended up faking out that last defender. And Basic Instinct able to put it to that right-hand side. And neither of the Cerebral Palsies players able to read it. They almost get a second one there. But Grandma Punisher is able to recover quick enough, and that is going to be a huge 50 for Grandma Punisher. And it turns into a goal for Cerebral Palsies. I think the last touch did seem to be off of the Alpha Centauri defense, so it was somewhat of a pinch, I guess. But not kick their butt, it builds character. Oh yeah. It puts them in their place and make them humble them a bit. Was that the Ancient Player 2 controller bug? Maybe. I really don't know what was happening there. So, I think, yeah, Grandma Punisher possibly suffering from a years-old bug. Grandma trying to pick this one up in the backfield. Tiger's still there for the pressure. The baby gonna pick it up, and Femboy gonna connect with it. Sending it onto the back wall. Gonna get a follow-up. It's towards the net. The baby trying to get it past the defense. Scientist, a bump on Femboy, staying with the ball. It's double commit as one of the other players comes in. Scientist is gonna stick with it though. Grandma flicks it forward. Oh man, I think they got slightly stepped on there, so they couldn't try to complete the play themselves. West from the Alpha defense falls to Scientist once again, but that is going to be a goal for Grandma Punisher. Certainly out to punish this Alpha Centauri team. Basic Instinct just not there quick enough. Scientist touch not a great one either. As Alpha Centauri, despite getting that early goal, have now fallen 2-1 to Cerebral Palsies with under a minute and a half left, and Grandma Punisher almost making it 3 goals for Cerebral. Oh, this could be it. Can Scientist get it past? But Grandma Punisher stays strong, forces the ball into their corner. And now it's a transition for the baby and Femboy. Pass in field. Met by Femboy, but it's a great block from Scientist, reading that play wonderfully. Punisher up, trying to get a double tap. Not going to be able to reach it or even get the ball to the back wall. Dunking their teammate on the sidewall in the process. The back pass. A bit of a miscommunication from Cerebral Palsies. But Grandma with a big flick over Scientist. Tiger not really able to gather possession. They kind of can now. It's out to the midfield. Oh, Scientist trying to stick with it. Basic to the midfield. Oh, Basic, that's going to be on target, but Femboy does have the angle on the defense. Grandma trying to take it all the way, and they're going to get their hat trick. 7 seconds left. Grandma with a big dribble past the entire team and getting that shot off just before Basic can come through with a block. Grandma Punisher punishing Alpha Centauri for these opportunities. Absolutely excellent. Grandma just sitting on top of him, making him pay. And that's going to be game number 2, once again in favor of Cerebral Palsies. And they're going to be on match point now. Which color? Brown. What's your name of it? Aw. Thanks, Scientist. Thanks to baby. Want to know my favorite? Hashtag still love Adderallin. So he still got some love for you, Adderall. At least you have that. A Basic Instinct almost causing an early goal there for Alpha Centauri to get game number 3 going. Spiantis recently kicked out of ESC Velocity. Trying to make something happen there as well. Tiger gonna get the save off the backboard. Or off the corner. I'm not sure if I had that right. Either way, Tiger sends it downfield. Femboy booting it. We're gonna read it off the ceiling. That is a great follow-up from Femboy. And they're gonna get the first goal of this match. 39 seconds in, a great boot. Reads it perfectly off the ceiling. Both Centauri players up for it. Spiantis not able to get back in time. Cerebral Palsies up 1-0. Oh, fake kickoff for Cerebral Palsies. The Alpha Centauri just going to give it away. And Cerebral Palsies is going to build more pressure on this side. The baby pass infield. Femboy on it. It's pushed onto the back wall. Grandma's not going to be able to get a touch there. Tiger sends it towards the net. It's saved by the baby. Oh my goodness. Alligator Source coming in with 19 people. Oh my lord. There are so many of you. Alright, welcome everybody. Tonight we've got ESC Velocity Alpha Centauri versus Cerebral Palsies. It's a Tier 3 Division 16 matchup. Oh, and actually I should update this because it is 2-0 in favor of Cerebral Palsies. And they are 1-0 up. They might be able to go up 2-0. The baby punishing this team for diving in too far on defense. And it's now 2-0 with Cerebral Palsies on match point. But Alligator Source, thank you so much for the raid. Glad to have you all here. Basic tried getting a flick there. They are going to get a nice block on Femboy though. Oh my goodness, but a pinch between two of the Cerebral defenders puts this one rolling on the Blues corner. Punisher going for the back pass with Femboy waiting. Spiantis trying to get it to the midfield, but the baby able to cut it out. Femboy, that touch. Grandma lurking, trying to punish them for another mistake. Alligator Source, thank you so much for the follow. Oh, Alpha Centauri's team's a little bit too slow to keep the pressure on, so Cerebral Palsies picking up possession once again. Tiger loses the 50 with Grandma, and they're going to get their first goal of this game number 3. It's a good stop from Tiger there, and it was a decent follow-up, but Grandma too strong on that 50. A perfect follow-up to meet it as early as possible. And it's now 3-0 in favor of Cerebral Palsies. Who is this Alligator? He's nice. Oh, he is another fantastic IGL caster. We've had a ton of them in the chat. Yeah, we've had a ton of them in the chat today, so glad to get a couple more in. But yes, absolutely. Spreading the IGL love. That is what we like to do. Femboy trying to get up for this one. Grandma's going to get the follow. Oh, but the baby was up for it. Femboy going to continue the control in the corner, but Tiger's going to get it out. And it gets a dunk on the baby. Grandma picks it up. Going to look for another air dribble. That one not quite coming off as they would have liked it to. Spy gets the touch over to baby. Tiger with the follow-up. It's back to Spy, who wins the 50 there with Grandma. Femboy and Basic going for this one, and Basic's going to get it across. Oh, can Spiantis get the shot? Basic is going to beat them to it. And quite frankly, Basic did have the better angle. Considering how slow that ball was rolling, it would have taken an extra couple moments for it to get into a good spot for Spy. But Alpha Centauri pulling one back. Can they complete it? Can they complete the comeback? They're only down by 2 with 1:45 left. I know that there's something in this Alpha Centauri team. They just need their moments to come through and possibly do some damage against the Cerebral team. Spy dribble past 2. It's off the back wall. Oh, can they get the tap down? There's a couple players up for it already. Oh, does Spiantis go to Win U? Oh, that's pretty cool. Winthrop? I knew that their names sound familiar. I'm pretty sure I've played against them before. Tiger on the back wall. Gonna carry it. They get it past one. Trying to get it past Grandma. They get bumped into by Spy. That one's gonna roll to the bottom corner. 48 seconds. This match, a 1-goal match now, with honestly a fantastic team play from Alpha Centauri. Tiger getting bumped into that one, and one of the Cerebral defenders just in the right spot to redirect it, not reading that pool shot whatsoever. Is this what Alpha Centauri need? They got still a little bit of time to find an equalizer. Gives them an opportunity to force overtime if they need to. Femboy giving it up infield. Basic puts it off the corner. Tiger stopping that one at midfield. It's a good block on Femboy from Basic. He's gonna try to boost starve the Cerebral team. Oh, Grandma gonna pick it up, looking for the air dribble. Can they keep it up? They cannot. And Alpha Centauri. Okay, well there's that second player again. I don't know what's happened there, but Cerebral Palsies taking the sweep over Alpha Centauri. GG's to both teams. A well-fought match from Alpha Centauri, despite being at a disadvantage in terms of the tier rankings that these players got assigned to. But they did well to keep it close in game number 3. It looked like there was a chance that they might be able to pull something from it. Unfortunately, it wasn't to be.